Mr. Speaker, House Resolution 474 provides for consideration of H.R. 2200, the Transportation Security Administration Authorization Act of 2009. This legislation is a much-needed fix to an agency tasked with maintaining security in some of our most important facilities. The urgency is clear, especially since many programs under TSA have not been altered or revised since their original authorization in the Aviation and Transportation Security Act passed immediately after the attacks on September 11, 2001. Since that time, we have seen threats against our transportation systems change dramatically. We've seen attacks against rail and mass transit systems in London, Madrid, and Mumbai. As a result, this legislation broadens the focus of TSA to address more than just aviation security, which for years received an overwhelming majority of funding and manpower. So this bill triples the funding for surface transportation systems. I'm pleased to say this increased attention to surface transportation is done in consultation with consumer groups to ensure security provided at subway stations and other facilities commute into a daily mess. In addition, we create a much-needed position of Deputy Assistant Secretary for Surface Transportation to give a voice to that component of TSA. Another significant advance in this bill is its risk assessment allocation method. According to the FAA, there are 561 certified airports in the United States, including commercial and general aviation. Moreover, there is an untold number of bus terminals, subway stations, and rail facilities in the United States. The security of the American people demands TSA's limited resources be directed toward the modes and facilities which face the greatest risk. This bill directs the TSA administrator to adopt a policy whereby funding is allocated based upon risk, not merely based on population or some other criteria. Regarding aviation security, the bill provides for a strengthened perimeter security program at our nation's airports. It also provides a pilot program for biometric identification access systems at 7 airports for airport employees. It also, and in many cases, security experts have found canines can provide unparalleled detection of narcotics and explosive materials. So this bill provides for 250 canine detection teams, and an amendment by Representative Doc Hastings of Washington will provide for even more. There are plenty of other positive steps this legislation makes, but what I believe is most important about this bill is the way it has made its way through the House. The bill has been developed over several months with a great amount of input from majority and minority members, labor and business, and independent analysis. The bill passed out of the Homeland Security Committee without any dissenting votes, and as it comes to the floor, 14 substantive amendments will be debated. Of those 14, 8 are Republican amendments, and 6, obviously, are from the Democratic side. I had the privilege to serve on Homeland Security, Mr. Speaker, and it is with pride that I say I found that committee to be among the most bipartisan committees in the House of Representatives. The efforts by Chairman Thompson and Ranking Member King to work for the protection of the United States work well within the committee and allow for bipartisan effort from both sides. The rule will provide for ample debate on this important bill and allow members to vote on many proposals to improve it. This bill is a great example of bipartisan cooperation to address a problem our nation wishes us to address. The security of our nation's passengers requires sensible solutions, and this bill provides them just that. I urge a yes vote on the rule and the underlying bill, and I reserve the balance of my time.